Welcome to yet one more video of my playlist Placement Interview Questions on C Programming. I'm RVD and it's really good to see you all here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are not new to my YouTube channel. So you've already subscribed it. If at all you've not subscribed my YouTube channel, do subscribe. You can see the subscribe button right down there. And do not forget to hit the bell icon so as to get update for all my new videos. Fine, let's move on to the current video. The question for the current video is, what are the logical operators in C? In the previous video, we had seen the arithmetic operators, and we had seen what all the basic concepts are related to the arithmetic operators. In this, we will be looking at the logical operators. Now, logical operators are basically used to perform logical operations like ANDing and ORing. Okay, so these are the basic logical operations you might have came across. You also have something called as applying a NOT. So generally we have the concept of gates, AND gates, OR gates, and NOT gate. So sort of logic that they apply, we try to simulate, or C programming try to simulate using these logical operators. Fine, so understand one thing, that logical operators always work on the truth value of the operands. Now what it means, I'll tell you. See, it always tries to work with the truth value. So we are going to take examples, but I'm just going to explain what is the truth value. So suppose I have an expression 2 less than 3. Then the truth value of this particular expression is true. Obviously 2 less than 3 is true. Suppose I have an expression 3 minus 3 is not equal to 0. Now 3 minus 3, the answer is 0, and I'm saying not equal to 0, so the truth value of this is false. So whenever we'll use these as operands of my logical operators, it's going to apply, or it's going to work on the corresponding truth value. So it's going to find the truth value and it's going to apply the operations on the truth value. Now the weird part of this is, suppose we apply the logical operators, or we apply, or by mistake if someone applies the logical operators on integers. So it's something like this, 25, okay, and let's say 10. Okay, so suppose we apply like this. Ideally we shouldn't, because ideally the operands must be what? They must be Boolean expressions, because who will get a truth value, true and false? Boolean expressions. So ideally the operands must be Boolean expressions. But suppose someone applies integer, then as I already said, you can see the rule, the logical operator will always extract, okay, the truth value of the corresponding operand, and they will also result into the truth values like true and false. So now how this can be handled? It will be handled like this. The rule is simple, that any non-zero integer, if at all I have, it is considered as true. And I don't need to say any 0, we only have 0, which is considered as false. So 25 for that matter will be considered as true, this will be considered as true, and then it will apply ANDing on the truth value. So whether they are Boolean expressions or not, it doesn't matter. Finally what it takes is a truth value. So we have already seen that if it is Boolean, you will obviously get true and false, but if it is not Boolean and if it is integer, with this logic that non-zero is considered as true, that is anything other than 0 is considered as true, and 0 is considered as false, that particular mechanism will be applied. Fine. So let's look at the set of logical operators we have. See, C focuses on 3 major and very basic logical operations, that is ANDing, ORing, and NOT. So for that we have 3 logical operators which are being provided by C. Okay, so these are the logical operators. Logical AND, you can see the symbol. Okay, you know the ampersand symbol, right? So it has to be taken twice. That is logical. See, taking it twice is important, because when we only put it once, it has got a different meaning. What is it? You may obviously get in my further videos. So 2 times ampersand sign. Okay, you can see a vertical sign. Somewhere the vertical sign you may see something like this, with a gap in between. It's one and the same. Okay, so even if you see a gap in between on your keyboard, it is the same that you might would like to use for OR. But again, it is not the key with the double vertical lines. It's the key with the single vertical line only. You have to make use of it twice. Again, if you use it only once, it has got a different meaning. So that's logical AND, this is logical OR, and then we've got logical NOT. Okay, so first we obviously have to look at some examples, and before that we're required to look at the table. So how exactly the table for AND and OR would be. Okay, I'll just give you with the help of another slide. Okay, so let's say if I've got A, if I've got B, I want A and B, okay, and I want A or B. Okay, so I'll have what? False, false, true, false, false, true, and true, true. Okay, these are the combinations which I can have. Okay, now AND is very strict. Only when both of them are true, it's going to give you true. Rest all will be false. So for AND, both the sides must be true, then only you'll be getting true. Whereas for false, even if one of the side is true, it's going to give you true. Only when both of them are false, it'll be false. So for rest of them, it's going to be true. Understood? So that's the basic concept. Okay, or that's the truth table we can say for AND and OR. For NOT, which is an exclamation, logical NOT, okay, it is very simple. So if it is true, it will convert that to false. If it is false, it will convert it to true. That's how it goes like. Fine, so that's about the truth table. Let's look at some of the examples, and maybe we'll come back here for getting some more understanding on the logical operators. Okay, so let's look at the expressions or examples. Yeah. So suppose I take this one. Let's see how it can be executed. So first we'll execute this expression. 5 plus 4, which is 9, less than or equal to 8. So the answer for this one is going to be what? False. Okay. 9 minus 9 is not equal to 9. Yes, 9 minus 9 is 0, which is not equal to 9. So answer for this is true. Right? So if at all you apply the rule of, or the truth table of AND, you can say false and true. The answer is going to be false, because for AND to be true, both the sides must be true. Okay, let's take one more example. Okay, so let's look at this one. 12 into 7, 84, greater than or equal to 10. 84 greater than or equal to 10 is true. Okay, 5 plus 10, 15 is equal to 15. The answer is true. And we have OR. Obviously AND के लिए भी ये true होता था. So not a good example as such. थोड़ा सा चाहिए तो twist करता हूँ इसको. Suppose I say let's say 15 plus 10 is equal to 15, which will be false. So this expression would have been false, but still, because there is OR in between and one of the side is true, it is obviously going to give you true. Understood? Okay. Let's look at some example related to NOT. So see how this would be understood, how this will be explained. See, A is 5. When I say B is equal to not of A, see what happens. B is equal to not of A. First is not of A. What is A? 5. 5 means what? You know, for integer you have to take the truth value. 5 is considered as true. So for true, if I say not, it is going to be false. And then not of false is again going to be true. And you know how true is represented? 1. Remember one thing, huh? If I want to take a truth value, any non-zero can be taken as true and 0 is false. But if I want to represent true, it is always represented using 1. And false is represented obviously using 0. So that's how rather this would go like. So you might have understood one thing, that if at all I have, let's say AND, okay, and the one side of that AND is 0, can we say the other side doesn't matter? Let's say it is any X, it is either true or false. The answer is going to be false. Instead of 0, maybe I could write false also. Understand one thing, in C, we do not have Boolean concept when it goes to programming. So we don't have true and false. So in C, we say true means 1 and false means 0. So when we represent true and false, we represent 1 and 0. Okay, so if one of the side is 0, the other side is anything, answer is 0. But if one side is 1 and other side is, let's say, x, then the answer is x. If you have not understood, try to understand. Let's say 1 and 0, see, the answer is 0. But if it is 1 and 1, the answer is 1. So isn't it, whatever is the other side, that is the answer if first side is 1. So that's what I tried telling you. I hope you understood this. 0 and x is 0, 1 and x is 1. Isn't it? Similarly, we can do it for OR also. So let's say, suppose I have OR with me, and one of the side is, let's say, 1. Okay, the other side is x. Output is going to be 1. Because for OR, even if one of the side is 1, that is true, the answer could be true. If one side is 0 and the other side is x, then the answer is x. Because ये भी 0 हुआ, तो answer 0 रहेगा. But ये 1 हुआ, so we can still have answer as 1. I hope you're getting it. Okay. So I have some more things to share. Let's look at the precedence, at least out of AND and OR. Because you have seen that the 3 operators, AND, OR and NOT. NOT we don't have to consider here. It is just because there was a family get together of logical operators, NOT came in. The actual precedence of NOT, yeah, I didn't mention so far, but can you see that logical and logical OR are binary operators? They're going to work with 2 operands. But logical NOT is a unary operator. So in the place or the precedence of unary is very much high. You remember I said I'll be making a video for precedence and associativity. So there I'll make it more clear. Fine. So that's the reason currently we can only compare AND and OR. So your AND has got higher precedence over OR. What will be the effect of that? We obviously can have effect. So let's see an example. So let's say OR and AND. Fine. So let's say 1, 0, 0. And I want the answer for this. Now suppose you are not aware about the precedence. How will you do it? 1 or 0. What's the answer of 1 or 0? 1 or 0 is 1. And then 1 and 0, the answer will be 0. So without knowing the proper precedence, maybe the answer given by anyone would be 0 here. But now as I told you the precedence, that AND has higher precedence over OR. So first AND is going to get executed. 0 and 0, the answer will be 0. And then 1 or 0, answer obviously is going to be 1. So if you have seen, the answer has changed. Okay, and that's the reason the precedence is very important. Okay, so mark my words very clearly. Logical AND has higher precedence over logical OR. And that's the reason when we have OR and AND, something like this, and if you don't want AND to take place first, maybe for some reasons I want OR to take place first, then obviously we have to put that in bracket. So give more precedence to OR. Otherwise, by default, AND has got higher precedence over OR. Is that clear? Okay, so that completes a lot of examples for having a better understanding about logical operators. Fine. So summarizing, we have seen the major 3 logical operators which are being provided by C programming. That is nothing but logical AND with double ampersand, logical OR with 2 vertical lines, and NOT, which is an exclamation mark. Out of that, I said NOT is a unary operator, AND and OR are binary operators. So the precedence of unary is completely different. But out of AND and OR, AND has got higher precedence. We have otherwise also seen variety of examples, and I hope all of you have observed that all the results that we got after performing logical operations were always either true or false. So your logical operators will always result into truth values, that is either true or false. In C, we represent true using 1, we represent false using 0. We also had learned important point like how to get the truth value of integers. So the rule that we had seen was if it is non-zero integer, so even if it is negative, let's say -7, what's the truth value? It is 1, it is true. True means 1. So any non-zero, the truth value is true, that is represented as 1. And 0 if I have, the truth value is considered to be 0, that is false and value obviously is represented as 0. Fine, so that was about logical operators. Do revise whatever is being explained in this video. Logical operators happens to be one of the very important operators provided by C programming. Fine, so the operators series is going to still continue. We have maybe many more important operators coming up, that is like bitwise operators or conditional operators, and then maybe we'll even explain about unary operators, where also we have a lot of variety, and a rich set of operators is going to get unfolded in further videos of mine. Fine, so stay tuned for that. That's it for the current video. Thank you and happy learning.